Okay, so welcome back. It's episode 2 of the Bootcamp, and in this episode, we're going to be going over the simplest way to find bias. And if you don't know what bias means, I'm going to explain it. And this is probably the simplest way you can find bias. I don't know any other strategy that's this simple. Using this like mechanically is definitely a huge advantage. You don't have to have any discretion in determining your daily bias, and that's kind of the way I prefer to trade is have no discretion, and I'm sure that's why you're watching this video. A mechanical way of trading is so much easier. Okay, so just to get straight into what actually is bias. Daily bias is a trader's expectation being bullish or bearish for the market over that day. So it is based on a higher time frame context, and it guides you to which trades you should take and favor. So how do we find daily bias? With this model, it's so simple. All we're looking for is the 4 hour time frame and a break of structure, either being bullish or bearish, using the fractal indicator as you'd installed in the first episode. So what counts and what does not count, and examples. So I'm going to just run through these on TradingView, and by the end of the episode, you'll completely grasp it. It's very simple. I'll show you examples of which count and which do not count so you don't get confused. Okay, so as I said in the first episode, you need to install the fractals indicator. And now, when determining your bias, you have to use the 4 hour chart and find the most recent break of structure from a fractal. If you don't understand the terminology, it's completely fine. You'll understand it a lot more when I'm actually on TradingView and show you how to do it. So, a break of structure happens only when the candle body closes above or below a fractal. So, wicks do not count, and it must be a body close. If it was a boss to the downside, the bias is bearish. If it was a boss to the upside, the bias is bullish. So these are the three examples, and I'm going to show you obviously more on TradingView. So as you can see here, the recent break of structure of a fractal. So boom, it goes straight through the body. Now that's your bias for the day, and you're taking buys since it's bullish, it's going up. So bearish boss. So as you can see here, it's on the downside of a candle and it breaks right through here. And now that's your bias again for the day and you're taking sells. So this does not count as a boss. As you can see here, it goes straight through and it only hits the wick of a candle. That does not count. And also you can't go through a wick that has a fractal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just run through the most recent ones and show you what a break of structure looks like on different examples. So as you can see here, there's a break of structure to the downside. That one counts. We have a break of structure to the upside here. And this is a good example to show you now. This is a break of structure, but it goes through a fractal. This isn't allowed, so this one doesn't count. Okay, so I'm going to just keep working my way back. As you can see here, we have another break. This is to the upside. So as I said earlier, if it's a break to the upside, you're taking buys, and if it's a break to the downside, you're taking sells. So I'm just going to use the replay tool and place it in a random area on the 4 hour chart, and I'll determine bias for that day just to show you how simple it is. So let's just select here, for example. We zoom in, and as you can see, it's a break to the downside right here. I can spot it straight away. You'll get really good at this if you just keep practicing it for even 15-20 minutes. Boom, there is your break to the downside. And we can't use these ones yet as the candles hasn't formed in. Sorry, I'm just going to show you an example of when bias actually switches for the day, and it switches right here. And now for this day, we're taking buys instead of sells. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it down in a random area on the chart, and we'll zoom in and determine the bias. So the bias here is taking sells since it's a break to the downside. And let's see if it switches in a day or two. Just reconfirms. So this is now your newest break of structure. And then it reconfirmed again down here. So you're taking sells on all these days. Let's see if it switches. And as you can see here, it switches right here. Okay, now I'm just going to run back over these again. So as you can see here, it's a break to the upside. You should understand this now. A break to the downside, and this does not count. So in the next episode, we're going to be going over the fake out zone and how to actually use the fib tool to mark out your fake out zone. So thanks for watching. If you want this PDF for free, just comment PDF and I'll send it over.